What up? So today, a little short video. This won't be a real long one. Shit out of my way. I'm gonna install. Get it out of my pocket. That's how small it is. Ha. This is essentially a parking brake, basically. So if you got a Razor or even really your regular vehicle, I live on a hill. And anytime I park in the driveway, I always put the e-brake on, because you know when you put your vehicle in park, it rolls back, catches on the gear, and then when you go to put it in reverse to drive, it clunk and takes it out of gear. I'm like, oh, nobody likes that. So Razor's the same way, no different. Transmission works similar. So you put this thing in here, basically like this, mount it to the bolts that are there. I'll have to get my light. And then you'll push this over to lock the pedal. And you also can put a padlock right here. Keep help from getting stolen, I guess. Let me find my light. Also, I wouldn't leave this thing on. There's some people who have had the problem of it busting their master cylinder or making it leak. I wouldn't leave it on there to like overnight, nothing like that. I'm gonna use it for if like you have to park on a hill, like if you're out riding, you have to stop on the trail, help somebody or whatever, and you got to park on a hill. I'll put it on then. I'm not even gonna use it to like to transport it, because I strap mine down pretty good. There's no reason to use it for transporting. I would just put it in. Obviously, you park it on a trailer, it's flat, so there's no problem there. That's what I'm gonna use it for, just basically to put it on a hill. Alright, let's see how this thing mounts up in here. This is a Amazon brand. I don't know exactly. They all kind of work the same. I think the original maker was Spring Brake Thingy. That's what it was called. So for this thing fits a bunch of different models. Like, I don't even know how many, to be honest, but a bunch. So it will go, as you can see, fits perfectly where those two bolts are. And then you obviously it's gonna be further back, and then just mount her up in there, and then it'll grab the once you push the brake down, because it's gonna be, the positioning is gonna be a little bit different, but I'll see what size these bolts are and then mount it on there and see where we're at. Let me grab my, where did I put my toolbox? My little toolbox. Oh, over here. Let's grab this. Tecton tools. If you don't know about Tecton, they're pretty good tools, and their warranty's good. Their warranty is not it's not a person warranty like a lot of them. Like whoever bought it originally, that's what they warranty. They don't warranty anything else. This is an actual tool warranty. So it doesn't matter who owns it. If it's their tool, they'll give you a new one if you break it. It doesn't matter who bought it, which is how a real warranty works. You know, I don't say tools in general, but other things should be the same way, because really they are not they're not warrantying their tools. They're just warrantying who bought them originally. That's the way I look at it. And they have the absolute, anything I've ever dealt with, the absolute best customer service. Like, all you do is send them a picture. Let's say I broke this ratchet. You send them a picture, though, depending on how you broke it or break the tool. They'll send you a whole new ratchet in no time, like quick. They'll reply, or they'll just send you a rebuild kit, and you can take the, I think it's Torx, out of the ratchet, and they'll send you the kit. Super easy. I mean, I'm sure somebody will complain, well, I don't want to have to rebuild it. Bro, if you got tools, you should be able to rebuild a damn ratchet anyway. And I wrote them on I want to say it was a weekend. I could be wrong. I want to say it was a weekend, or it was really late in the day, like probably after they closed. I don't remember, but it was something crazy. And they replied like 5 minutes or less. They're like, oh yeah, we'll have you a new one out. I'm like, holy crap, bro. So that's a little little side quest for you there for the tools. Let's get back to the subject here of this. I'm just gonna take these out. Guess I could have used my impact, but I got so many battery operated tools and I don't use them. And I don't know why. I just like to use hand tools and make it more difficult for myself, I guess. I don't know. Get these out. I may put them back in here with a impact. I didn't know these were gonna. These are actually, I believe these are lock nuts. Would make sense, so. Let's pop these off. Like I said, this model of a brake thingy fits like ungodly amount of Polaris things, a bunch of different ones. So you want to mount it like this. Alright, let's hope this works. Seems like it's gonna be. Oh, of course, my light died. Let me go grab a battery. Alright, so it seems on the Amazon special one I have, I'm going to have to make this just a hair bit, not bigger diameter, but it doesn't seem they're quite made wide enough. So, I could use my Dremel or just take a bigger drill bit, and do it that way. See if I got any bigger drill bits than that hole is. You just make the holes a little bit bigger and it should be good. Let me see what I got. Set up on my toolbox here. You just need to, I'll use this one, I'll just like wall the hole out a little bit. And that should do it. So take this. And I'm sure if you buy like the real spring brake, it probably works better. The actual maker of them. But I'm just gonna widen this hole just a hair on both sides. Should be good. Let's go check it out and see. These things are like, I don't know, 20 bucks maybe or less. Alright, let's see how that works. Let me set my little tripod back up right here. Alright, yep, that'll work. You just need a little bit, knock a little bit off the inner diameter so it'd fit. Hoping this doesn't get in my way, although it shouldn't because it seems pretty out of the way at the moment. Because I have a pretty big foot, 14 shoe, and I try not to. Sometimes it can be tight spaces in here. I don't want to be trying to hit the brake or the gas and hit this thing or something. These probably have a torque spec, but they're lock nuts, so as long as you get them pretty snug. I mean, they were pretty tight. I'm just gonna snug them up real nice. Should have no problems with that right there. And as you can see, you would push the brake, and if I can do it with my hand, and it would lock in there. And it has a spring, so push it again, good to go. And this isn't like pushing it to the point where it's like, you know, going to the floor. Like I could push it way harder with my foot, obviously, but this should be good. Let me throw this thing in neutral just to give it a little test, and so you see I can move this thing right now. Let me lock this brake, and then I cannot move it now. Just enough to keep the stress off your transmission when you throw it from park back into reverse or drive or whatever. Anybody's got one of these, you know how it is. It's like clunk, and it's just, I hate that. It's a god awful noise, and it's not good for your transmission. Sure, they can last forever that way, or they could not last forever that way. Who knows, you know? So there it is. I don't have any affiliation with where I bought it or nothing like that. I just picked one that was like, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks, something like that, and use it. I don't see where it would get in the way, because most of the time my foot's just going to be over here or here, here or here. You know, this being right here, I don't see how that would be in the way. And like I said before, it does have a hole where you can put a padlock to lock the brake. I'm not going to use this for that, and I'm not going to use it to transport. I'm not going to leave it overnight. This is if I have to park on a hill, go up a buddy, get out, or whatever. Very, very short period type thing. You wouldn't want to do this on a vehicle and keep the pressure on your brakes like this. I mean, if this had a real parking brake like a vehicle does and locks down your drum or whatever the case is, you know, then sure, go that route. But these don't have that, so that's what we're going with. That's it.